Well, I'm a beekeeper, so I was most excited to learn when we did the projects of like how to incorporate honey and the beeswax. So that was really exciting for me to learn how to make salves with the beeswax and how to do like herbal infused honeys and things like that. So I've always been interested in plants, but I was looking to learn like more practical ways of how to incorporate them into like daily life and healthy living, and how to like use them to help manage like everyday stress and stuff. So that's what I was really hoping to get out of the class, and I learned a lot of different ways to do like incorporate herbs into things that you put on your skin, and different like just Paula was really good about the movement part too, which I wasn't expecting that, but just learning how to like do like movement exercises and be mindful with the plants, and even just like yummy things like making mustard and drinks and stuff like that. I think like the first aid was really cool because that's like a super practical part, and then doing the fun things like the herbal infused wines was really fun because that's like a way to like surprise your friends at a party with like a little twist on like just like an average wine, just spice it up with some herbs and stuff. So that was really cool. I would say just do it. Like you as a person are worth it, and like your interests and the hands-on and like being able to interact with the herbs like face to face, and being sent home with them each month and spending time with them was like a really great way to cement like some of the things that we were learning. And because I know there's like a lot of competition with like online stuff, but for me, like I'm a very hands-on, like visual, and that's how like I retain the information. So especially because I feel like there's a lot of information out there, so it was nice to have a teacher kind of like guide you through it and go through like the different aspects of everything. And so that was really important. So if you're thinking about it, just do it. It's awesome.
Definitely do it. Just do it. Just take it. In person is really the best way to learn, hands-on. I've done both. This is my third in-person class. I took an online herb class. It's just not the same. You just don't get the same thing out of an online course. It's good, but it's just, you get so much more than you think you would if you do it hands-on. You retain the information better. By doing the projects yourself, you retain all of that so much more than you would just following a recipe in a book. So I say definitely, if you're on the fence, do it hands down. Paula's the best teacher for that. Class we did today was making mustard, which I thought was really cool. The concept of bringing more herbs into like a culinary experience, into everyday like usage, instead of having to make something in particular, like a particular medicine. I thought it was just kind of cool. You can just add in, drink some herbal tea, eat some herbal mustard. So that was really fun. I liked the beauty powder that we made, the facial cleaner. I thought that was really fun. I just liked the hands-on experience with everybody as a group. I think that's what I got mostly out of it. Wasn't just one thing in particular, it was the whole thing, and sharing it together and learning from each other. And Paula is such a great teacher, and she's really supportive of guiding you through all of the work, the homework, and the experiments, because it can feel overwhelming, but when you're doing it in person, it was really a supportive environment, and it was great.
So when I originally saw this class online, my mom had showed me, and she was very excited about it, and I was a little hesitant because I was like, I don't know, it seems like a lot of money for me to pay because I'm just out of college, and I thought, what, let's just do it. I think it'll be worth it, and it was. It was absolutely worth it. I'm so glad that I just made the decision to do it, and it really, having the payment plan too wasn't bad at all. And just being here with, in the environment, every setting that we were in was absolutely gorgeous, and that made it even better for me, honestly. And on top of that, I got to meet so many great people. I got to learn so many new things. I am a very hands-on learner, and getting to actually make things and see how it's made and bring home samples like that, to me, was so worth it, especially because now I am able to just do it. Like, I don't have to go and look up a YouTube tutorial or anything like that. I just I see it once and I know. So for me, that's like the biggest thing. And trying to learn it on my own at home through reading books. Yes, you get a good understanding of it, but being able to do it with other people it really makes it worthwhile. It makes the understanding a little bit more concrete when you finally are doing it. So I really think that this was worth it in every way. The main thing I was really hoping to get was just a better understanding of herbalism itself, because I've always been really interested in plants. I mentioned earlier that I have a degree in botany, so the real deep aspects of plants themselves, I have an understanding of that, but how to use them in the medical field, how to use them at home, how to use them in cooking, like that kind of stuff I wasn't really familiar with. So that's really what my goal was, to kind of just have a better understanding of how to use them in different ways, and I feel like I absolutely got that from this class. I started with one small handheld manual, and now I have a whole stack of books. So it's really fun to just learn new things. I think I was most excited to learn about skincare and how to use herbs in skincare, because I have always been really into that stuff. I don't know, I just always found it really interesting. I guess I just have really sensitive skin, so none of the like over-the-counter stuff really worked well for me. And I feel like since I've learned about how to make certain skincare products with herbs and herbal remedies, I've had a great turnover from that, and I feel like my skin is 100% better than what it was before, and I'm really, really happy with that. And I'm sharing my knowledge with others and my friends and family. I'm like, try this, I'll give you samples, here's the recipe, like make it at home. It's awesome. I think one of my favorite projects definitely was making Rosemary's Miracle Grains, because that was one of the skincare projects that really fit well with my skincare routine, and I use it every day, every single day, and I love it so much. I've made it so many times now, like I go through it so quickly. And I think making the bitters too, because for me I have a lot of digestive problems, so the digestive bitters have definitely helped, and the fire cider as well. Like that kind of stuff is just integrating those things into my routine have helped me so much. And I feel like I want to share that with everybody else who they come to me with these questions, and I feel like I'm in my friend group or my community now. I feel like I'm the go-to person for herbal knowledge, for my coworkers, my family, anyone who has questions about stuff. Like, can I use this plant for this thing? I'm like, absolutely. You could also use it for this or this. So I definitely enjoy being a resource for others as well, now that I have a better understanding of what I'm doing. And there's still so much that I have to learn, and very excited to continue buying more books and going to more sessions and talks and things like that, and learning more.